Welcome back, folks. This is Tommy, Help with Gadgets, and we've got a Berg blades tick that we're going to do a disassembly and cleaning of here this evening. Get my alcohol bath ready there. We've got some swabs here, so let's go ahead and get into it. This is another knife that's on loan from Mr Eddy. And these are T8s. So I'll go ahead and back that screw out, which also brings out the collar. And we'll drop that screw in the alcohol here. Alright, so we don't have anything showing on this side, so we'll take these two screws out. That's an interesting design. You've got screws in the show side, but none showing in the clip side. What I'm doing is just trying to work this loose. There we go. Just pop loose, and you've got the back spacer here. This is number 3 out of 30. Bearings here that we'll drop those in, slide the collar and the pivot out, drop those in. Let's take a look at this. You've got the inlays held in by the collar on this side as well as the screw on that side. 154 will probably match up to a 154 here as well. Just a part number. Make sure they keep parts together. Alright, we'll swap this down. You've got your blade still there being S90V. Alright. We could take these washers out, but I don't really see any need to do so at this point. This is a fairly new knife. But if we wanted to, we could pop these out and just clean out from under them. We'll clean those pivot holes out a little bit where the collars go. Let's just wipe the back spacer off just to make sure it doesn't have anything on it. Keep it all nice and shiny. And we'll do this one, this show side here as well. And we'll get it all nice and clean. We've already got the blade cleaned off. Let's go ahead and get a cotton tip swab and get a little alcohol in there, clean those out. Make sure those areas are good and clean. Same thing for this side, that being the show side, and this side as well. Alright, so let's go ahead and get a fresh swab here and go ahead and take the bearings out, clean those up. Same for this. Splashed a little alcohol there. Let's go ahead and clean this up. And again, I'll do like I normally do. Take and pinch the thread and just back it out. And that tends to get most anything that might be in there, unless it's been caked in there for a very long time. Clean this pivot off. I do want to make sure that I've turned this and tighten it down. There we go. And we're good to go. Let's put this thing back together. Just tight tolerances there, so we just work it in. Don't believe this is, I believe this is a free spinning pivot. So let's back this out a hair. We've got to put a collar on there, or else it's going to look kind of funny. So let's try that again. Alright, so we've got that there. Let's drop a bearing in. Just a little bit of gunny glide on each side. This is the way I like to do it. It may not be the perfect way. Your methodology may be a little bit different. And if so, let me know in the comments below. While we're talking about it, go ahead and hit that like button if you're liking the content. Hit that subscribe button if this is the kind of content that you like and you're enjoying it. And I would be much appreciative if you do so. Leave me any comments that you wish, and I will try to get back to you. I was working on some comments earlier today. Alright, or responses to comments, and I really do appreciate that. Alright, so we're putting a little bit there on the detent ball. Let's get everything lined up. Let's get that collar put in place. And we'll just take the pivot screw, get a little bit of Loctite on it, and get that in place. No need to over tighten. We're just gonna snug it up until we get everything else, and then we'll do a little bit of tuning on it. It's still kind of off right now, so just tighten it up a little bit more. And there we go. That kind of pulled it over a little bit, and we'll leave that be until we can get the body screws in. Get those tightened up, and then we'll see what we got as, or what we have as far as the any movement here. It's fairly centered right now. I'm not feeling any movement, so let's back off just a hair. What I like to do is have everything centered, not have any movement, but it doesn't necessarily need to be tight either. If we can have the pivot a little looser and not have any play, then generally our action is going to be very smooth. And I think we're going to leave it right. Well, let's see. Let me tighten it just a hair. Alright. So I think we have it. Action seems to be good. And so there you have it. This is disassembly and cleaning of the Berg blades tick. I'm going to wipe down the outside there, get any kind of residual off, so that this fine example of engineering is clean. Let's clean that blade off. This is a nice, feels like a nice hollow grind, and I have not been disappointed with Berg blades. Again, this one's not mine, but I do have a Berg blade Sweeney, which I like as well. But there you have it. That's the disassembly and cleaning of the Berg blades tick. Hope you've enjoyed it. Again, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button as well if you don't mind, and hope to see you again soon. Appreciate you, and have a good evening.